This is going to be 5. Yes. Let's for accuracy, let's use a calculator. So it is 107,500. That figure will be referred to as our gross profit. We move quickly now to treat with the expenses. From the information presented, we do not have any revenue apart from that which is produced in our regular operation, which is our trading. So we start from the top. We have wages. So we're going to less expenses. So we have wages, and our wages figure is 35,000. I think we can write it here, 35,000. We also have electricity. There was not any adjustment for that, so we can take it as is. Our electricity figure is 12,000. 12,000? Yes. Then we come down to the other expenses that we have adjusted. What has to do with telephone. And we had worked that out earlier. Telephone is 7,600. Insurance. Our insurance figure is 9,000. Our general expense. Our general expense is 16,200. All right, so we have addressed that. We also have another expense called bank charges. Let's put that in. And our bank charges figure is 900. Right? We're moving on. Having identified, we like to do the double checking to make sure we are not missing any of the items. Okay, let's go here. We would have had depreciation. No, for depreciation is 10% of the motor van. So we're going to have depreciation. Depreciation of motor van. 10% of the 35,000 is going to give us 3,500. All right. So at this time, we're going to total our expenses to determine our net profit. So when we add the total expenses, we are getting a total of 84,200. We're going to subtract the total expenses from our gross profit, and we should be getting 23,300. That would be our net profit. So we have now accomplished Sandra's income statement, and she's operating with a net profit of 23,300. We're now going to be moving to do the balance sheet to close out this activity. All right, so now our final activity to close the preparation for Sandra income statement and balance sheet. We're going to do our fixed asset. Yes, and the fixed asset is motor van at cost, and that is, let me write this, at cost is 35,000. So it is, and we're going to subtract the depreciation. Depreciation is 3,500. When we subtract that now, we're going to get 3, 4. So it's going to be 31,500. All right. 3, 4, 5. Yes. So our next move is to do our current assets, and we're starting with stock of goods. And our stock of goods, closing stock of goods now would be, we have stocks here, 27,000. We then have our trade debtors, and the closing figures we're using now, that is for 2016, the debtors figure would be 21,000. After that, we're going to have our bank, so cash at bank would be this closing figure here, 35,950, and then we're moving from bank now, all right, to our prepaid. Matter of fact, we should have had that before we enter this information. That is the prepaid telephone. And prepaid telephone is 1,400. And then our cash at bank. And that is the closing figures, again I showed you, 35,950. Our next step is to total these and then go to deal with the current liability. All right, so what we have here is the total, and the total of this figure would be 85,350. We will now enter the current, so we're going to less the current liability. All right, we start with our trade creditors, and that's a closing figure, 28,000. We also have a prepaid for insurance, owing, so insurance owing, the closing figure is 800. 8,000 is 8,000, is it? Yes. And then we also have general expense owing, and the gen expense owing is 3,000. All right, I think that would be it. So we're going to add, when we add all of that, we should be getting that's 40, sorry, that's be 39,000. 39,000, right? Good. 1639. Yes. So 39,000 or total current liability. We're going to subtract total current liability from total current asset. And when we subtract that, we're going to get a figure of 46,350. That is going to be our working capital. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be adding this to this, and when we add them, we should be getting a total 0, yes, 5, and that's going to be 8, yes, it's going to be 77. So it's going to be 77,850. We can double line this, net asset, then we go to finance by, and we start with the capital. We had the capital earlier, which was 59,200. We're going to add the net profit. The net profit figure, we have worked that out, 23,300. We're going to add these two. So it's going to be 0, 0, 5, and that's 9, 3, 12, 7, 8. Yes, good. And of course, we're going to do what now? Subtract our joins. Our joins figure in the question is 4,650. That is 4,650. All right, let's do the subtraction. So when we subtract that, we're going to be getting the 77,850, which means we have done a good job for Miss Sandra in dealing with her incomplete records, and we have produced her income statement and her balance sheet. Our net asset, our net worth in the business is 77,850. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that we have enhanced your understanding, and we thank you very much for sharing. Have yourself a good time or a good day. And please, if you like this lesson, please down below this video, click your like and subscribe. Thank you very much. God bless.